Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And now I want to share you about my project, and this is the task from Mr. Daddy. I stuck about routing BGP from router Cisco and router Mikrotik. So guys, now I want to show you my project and following to my video, and I hope you enjoy and in IM video. In IM. So guys, the first I using a terminal, and I enter the IP address, and I add IP addresses. Sorry guys, I add addresses, and this is the IP, and this is the IP. And I add IP from interface ether ether2, and I add a IP address again, and this is the IP is from Mikrotik, and I use the graphic 30 and interface ether4, and I type routing BGP, routing BGP network, and I add IP network, and this is the IP from switch from my device to my device, and I add routing BGP again from for IP router to IP router, and I remote address routing BGP peer, and I add a remote address, and this is the remote for to router Cisco, a remote S, and I print to routing BGP peer. So remote address in enter, So now I type routing BGP instance print. I print, and I want to change. I want to set instance. Oh, sorry guys. I type routing BGP instance set 0 as number. This is number, and I print. And I print to IP route. Now I add IP DHCP setting. Oh, sorry guys. I want to use the IP GUI. I want to use the GUI. It is I next. So the DHCP is complete accessful. And IP in enter. After a while, for turn off. I want to ping. And now the second step. I want to use root Cisco, and I enter mode public, and I add interface I in interface G0/0, and I add IP address, and this is the IP from the router, and this is the subnet max, and I save. No, I type no shutdown, and I exit to interface. Now I enter the interface G0/1, and I add IP address, and this is the IP from my device or my switch, and this is the subnet from IP, and I type no shutdown, and I exit to interface. I exit the model interface, and I type IP DHCP pool 1, and I add a network from for my device, and I add a network again. Okay, I type a default router, and this is the IP from the router. And I type at DNS server is like 8.8.8.8, and I exit for what the HTTP. And now I type router BGP and the number, and I type enable to router Mikrotik, and this is the IP. And I remote AS from for to router Mikrotik. Oh, Roma, yes. And I add a network. I add a network, and this is the network. Network to my device, yeah, to connect in router Cisco and in Max, and this is Max, and I add a network again for my router, and this is the IP, and I add a Max, and I exit to mother router like BGP, and I exit to mother public, and I save the configuration. So guys, this complete to save. And now I want to test ping for my device, and I check IP config for all, and IP has to success at, in my device, and I test ping to the device router router Cisco, and success complete, and I ping to router is complete, and I test ping for device Mikrotik and success. And this is the video tutorial for me to router BGP. Thank you.